Europe is diverse, unique, close, great. Europe our common home. Europe of all countries cradle create. Europe of house where we all live. But countries are different and we are the same. Travel in other countries of Europe, we plunge into the beauty of richness of languages, customs and traditions, people spiritually and culture, learning their versatility and depth. Our stage opens history of Europe of the third millennium. We are not on the roadside of Europe, we are in the center of Europe. For this reason, 2016 is declared by the President of Ukraine, Petro Poroshenko, as a year of English. That repeatedly emphasizes the importance of learning foreign languages. The main aim, assistance to its studying for access, expansion of the Ukrainians to world opportunities, ensuring Ukraine integration into the European countries, and support to the global program, which determines studying of English by one of the development strategy priorities. There is an interesting statement. Knowledge of one language allows you to life corridor, while the knowledge of two languages open for you doors in this corridor. Why study of English so important for our students? Our correspondent will tell you about it.
So we are starting. Our first heading will use relevance of English into my profession. English is spoken in 51 countries for around 14 million. It's considered as a native language and about 1 million speak into it. That's why English is rightly considered as the international language of communication. And many linguists come to the conclusion that less than a century later the language barrier almost ceased to exist and people will use for communication exclusively English. For the man who studied English, opening up great prospects for employment, both prestigious national firms as well as an opportunity to work abroad or to apply for a paid position. Knowledge of English can more effectively carry out business tasks with foreign partners. And how is without traveling or new acquaintances? You can safely to travel to any, even to not English-speaking country, and don't afraid that you won't understand as English understand everywhere. And of course, it should be noted the fact that the internet for 57% is English-speaking that will help to get access to an important information resource, both electronic and printing. This list of advantages of studying that gives us English can be continued and continued.
According to the International Personnel Headhunting Portal, doctor, civil engineer, financial consultants and information analysts are the actual professional area who live into the material financial analysis. Studying is enough, depending on the future journalist, economist, doctor, actor, and musician, politicians, lovers, scientists, environment planners, workers of restaurant, water, and travel business will get good money. Apparently, there is not a lot of work, but in the one condition, with a high level of proficiency in English for successful advanced comparing later, also added. And as for the study stand still, the questions to the candidates are grown.
We are continuing, and now the heading profession forecast. According to Professional Information Center, in a scale of the next decade will be variable economic instability or perhaps expected short-term unemployment. However, after the winter crisis is expected warming and improving economic conditions. Popular Science magazine published a list of occupations that will appear by 2020 which at first glance resembles as a joke of a fan of popular fiction, but made up means knowing. Yes, our children may already their training as spies, pilots, engineers on a resettlement of animals, healers of embryos, engineers of internals, galactic architects, experts for their mononuclear reaction, and hackers of a brain.
And we can only be glad that you can only learn English and feel confident work everyday communication, because, who knows, maybe soon we will have to master some Russian.
It's doubtless the fact that whatever the prestigious profession in the world, one of the major problems in the economy and the labor market is to find the necessary skilled workforce, and the content of vocational training is systematically updated according to trends in science and equipment production technologies or a services sector, the organization of work, and so on.
The countries of professional training organization are South Korea, Japan, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Switzerland, Canada, Denmark, Australia, Poland, Germany, USA, Hungary, and so on. Star Academy, Study Bridge, Business Studies, LMS, Educational Company, Local Student, European Academy. Other companies are important for prepared students which ensure participation in international direct projects and investment.
In other words, vocational education is the guarantor of effective social protection, providing young men getting a profession and competitive ones in the labor market. Because, as we know, a good choice of profession is the right way to success.
So our next heading, Professional Work of Khmelnytsky Professional High School of Electronics. Listen to our correspondent Toma, who conducted a survey among our pupils. So, Toma, are you connected? Is it relevant to the study of foreign language, particularly English? How it helps our pupil into the future professional? What criteria their future professional they will choose?
I'm ready. According to polls for 65% applicants, the major criterion of the work is decent wage, and for 50% comfortable working conditions. Third, only 10–20% of graduates want to receive working professions, which tend into rise high-tech today. While will appreciation choose who accept the main specialty, have also additional knowledge and skills to possess a foreign language, to direct the car, to be able to work with new programs on the personal computer.
What qualification requirements of future graduates, highly skilled works, we can note?
First of all, the value of basic technical characteristics and professional terms in both Ukrainian and foreign language. The fact of use of foreign terminology is well known during the work of the secretary, operator of a mail service, the electrical filter of master of diagnostics, and debugging of electronic equipment of motor cars.
Name today innovations. They can also relevance to the demand of professionals in our educational establishment.
Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics is a public establishment, which trains skilled workers in the following occupations: electrician repair and maintenance of computer equipment, radio mechanics maintenance of repair of radio equipment, an operator of computable machines, mechanics electrician of repair electrical equipment, specialization cars repair, electrician fire alarm, electrician of trade and refrigeration equipment, postal operators, secretary of their organization on enterprises head. However, perspective is an integrated working professions, master of diagnostics and debugging of electronic equipment, of motor cars. What future highly skilled workers of diagnostics have to know and be able? We will ask our pupils. A few words and about yourself.
Let me introduce myself. My full name is Shendera and I am the pupil of the group number 1. I am from the picture square Dobrogorska, Khmelnytsky region. I like repairing of electrical engineering and electrical equipment, including motor vehicles. What educational establishment you must to choose? What profession is to choose? What business is to devote yourself? These questions are trouble every graduate before necessary choice in the independent life, but not consent me, because I knew for sure that my future education establishment in Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics where I study now, and everyone knows that the profession, Master of Diagnosis and Debugging of Electrical Education of Motor Car, you can get only in the old educational establishment, among others in Khmelnytsky region.
What is the specificity of your work? What about the future prospects?
The specific profession is the maintenance diagnosis of motor vehicles, always training the necessary tools and methods, machinery equipment, technical documentation and obtaining information of nature, training the complexity of diagnosis and debugging, and of course communication with customers. But this is possible without knowledge of Ukrainian and foreign technical terms and fluency in English. Today, the profession in great demand in the labor market, especially internationally as characterization and diagnostic of motor vehicles in need of skilled workers in the service of technology. After all, more and more people want to get a proper level of service. Concerning prospects on the future, radios are used as enterprises, and this organization of the motor transport, service station of cars and the service center. The best people after training can pass training in a higher educational institution at the modern enterprises of Germany, for example, Mercedes and BMW. Participate into international project, but without the knowledge of English, you should not dream for future good prospects.
He has a cherished dream. That it became reality according to the plan. Process, persistence, patience and huge desire are necessary. And if to realize the dreams into real success, you have to work hard, persistently, consistently. Andrew.
For each person who seeks to construct good career, to expand borders of the communication, to scoop new information from primary sources, to open your vital prospects and eventually to diversify the life and to make it more interesting. Studying of English is just necessary.
Knowledge of English in today's world is kind of window into the world. With this international language, can you achieve your goals with new opportunities? And you must understand the importance of English is not as an exaggeration.
No doubt, our establishment will help you with the right choice of necessary profession.
So, we would like to invite you to our educational establishment,
Into Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics,
Which is situated in Khmelnytsky Ternopilskaya Street 40.1.
We would be glad to see you among pupils of our establishment.